Washington Grown is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Agriculture's Specialty Crop Block Grant Program and the Washington Hospitality Association.
Hi everyone, I'm Christy Goranson and welcome to Washington Grown. They're green, they're leafy, and there are endless ways to use them. I'm talking about fresh greens. And restaurants all across the state, like here at Table 13 in Spokane, fresh greens are a staple on their menus. So this week we are talking about different greens and the variety of ways they're grown, packaged, and prepared. We'll visit Table 13, where I'll be making a fresh green octopus salad with head chef Ian Wingate. Do you ever make faces when you do this?
I stick my tongue out.
I find myself making faces. Then Tomas is hitting the streets to see what people think of a fresh arugula pesto from the Bistro Box food truck.
Good way to get your greens in while having a burger.
It's kind of like cheating, isn't it?
Kind of.
Then Val will visit Taylor Farms to see how they're using Washington-grown produce for their freshly packaged salads and products.
Oh dear, oh dear.
All this and much more today on Washington Grown.
Look at that. Good job.
Oh, look at those beautiful carrots.
Gotta go fast. Hot diggity.
How good is that one?
Nestled in Spokane's Davenport Grand Hotel is Table 13, a restaurant meant for combining, sharing, and socializing. The decor is modern and the atmosphere is relaxing.
Chill, kind of relaxed.
I like the atmosphere and the food was very, very good.
Table 13's menu offers unique small plates that pack big flavors, perfect for sampling and sharing.
We liked that it was small bites, so you could try lots of different things instead of having to fill up all in one big thing, right?
Yep. Nice quantities, but not too much, you know.
If you're not that hungry and you don't want to have a big meal, like we're gonna go out, so we want to keep it light, have a few drinks with some appetizers. It's the way to go.
The whole menu is designed just to taste through and see what we have to offer, and it's real fun.
Head chef Ian Wingate is the creative force behind the restaurant's fresh and delicious dishes.
When I came here, there really wasn't a food scene, so I created my own job and opened my own restaurant. And I said, I'm going to serve what I want to serve. And that's when I started using local farmers back then and just introducing new stuff to people that they haven't seen, pushing the envelope.
Later in the show, Chef Ian and I will be using freshly picked greens to make a grilled octopus salad. Do you ever make faces when you do this?
I stick my tongue out.
I find myself making faces.
Today I'm over in Rochester meeting with Susan from Helsing Junction Farm. The 50-acre certified organic farm is widely known for their Community Supportive Agriculture Program, or CSA boxes.
Now, you all, I understand, are one of the first CSAs? Is that correct?
Yes, we are. We've been operating our CSA for 26 seasons, and we're one of the largest in the country, actually. We started our first year with 75 families, and now we're up to 1,200 families.
Susan says that for 20 weeks during the year, each one of their CSA families will receive a box filled with a variety of their fresh produce.
Now, how many different varieties of greens do you grow?
Oh, well, we grow probably a good 15 varieties of lettuces, chards, several kinds of kale. In the spring, we do a lot of Asian greens.
With the wide variety of fresh greens, Susan showed me how they cut and prep the kale.
Normally what we do is we just cut the leaves with our hands.
All right.
And then you want to lay them into a nice pile.
Like
That's,
this?
Well, more like a flat, so they're more a little flat.
On top of each other.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
And then basically it's just a twist tie.
All right. The tie is the hardest part for me.
It is. It's a little...
Who knew?
And then normally, we would cut the ends so they're even.
Okay. You make it
Very
look so easy.
Well, after millions of bunches in my lifetime, I've gotten pretty good about it.
Great.
After seeing all the beautiful greens ready for harvest, Susan takes me over to where it all starts.
Well, this is our greenhouse, and this is where we start all of our babies. We start in the really about mid-February, actually.
Oh, okay.
And get our first planting is usually mid-April. And then this is pretty much our last batch for the summer that will go out for fall.
Oh, okay.
And so we have 6 greenhouses, and at the peak, they're all full.
Susan explains that once the seedlings are ready, they will use the transplanting machine to plant them. And it just so happens that there was an open seat on the machine, so I had to give it a try.
Okay.
Go, go, go.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. And is this my first hole?
Could be, but
Start where the water is. Okay, so this will be my first hole.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna come in here. Ooh, oh, we gotta go fast.
That one's a little mucky.
Yeah. Hot diggity. Wow, this is a lot more. I mean, this is something I could see getting down with a day's worth of practice.
Oh, yeah.
It really takes a rhythm and...
Yeah, once you get into a rhythm with it, every time it can be a little different.
Right.
That's the nature of farming. You just have to kind of adapt to your conditions all the time.
After we finished transplanting, I asked Susan to explain why this region is the perfect place to grow such an abundance of fresh greens and produce.
Western Washington has beautiful soil. We're on the Chehalis River, so our soil is extremely lush. The weather here is perfect in the summer, as you know. We get much more, warmer weather and cooler nights, so certain crops really love that. It's a really beautiful place to grow food, and now with the growing population, we have plenty of people to buy our produce, and that also is important.
You can find organic produce labeled with that USDA seal in almost every grocery store. Today, I'm chatting with Brenda Book from WSDA to talk about what it means to be certified organic. So we're talking to you about certified organic farms and products. So what does it mean to be a certified organic farm?
Well, when somebody sees the organic seal on a product, then they can be assured that that product has been produced in compliance with the USDA National Organic Standards. These are standards that were developed over many years that outline all the practices that an organic farm has to adhere to in order to use that seal and market their product with that claim.
So some of the steps that farms have to take, give me a couple examples of things that they have to do in order to be certified.
Sure. There's 5 main steps to certification, but the first step is a really big one. It's making that decision to adopt organic practices. And it's not something that you can jump right in. It's a 3-year process for a land to transition to organic. And so a farm has to analyze what their market needs are, and there's that local piece that comes into place. So if people are like, well, I don't want organic, I want it to be local, and that's okay. Because they have the ability to work directly with their consumers, organic certification might not be needed for them.
When people do go to the grocery store and they see that certified organic seal, what are some of the things that you want to tell them? Like, what are they going to be getting?
Well, the organic label is the only food production label out there that's backed up with a regulation, and that's actually monitored and enforced. There was a big effort in the 90s to have one standard, so it meant the same thing regardless of where you were purchasing a product.
Interesting. So that's great that all across the nation, in every grocery store or whatever, that seal means the same thing.
That's right.
How many certified organic farms do we have in Washington?
Well, we certify over 1,200 operations. Wow. About 800 of those operations are farms. The rest are handlers of those products or processors.
How does the WSDA, how are you involved with what the USDA does? How does that all come together?
Sure. So we are just one of the over 80 certification agencies. Okay. We happen to be under the umbrella of the state government, but not all certification agencies are. But we are the oldest and largest state certification agency in the country.
Yay, we win!
Yeah.
Coming up, we're heading to the Table 13 kitchen to toss together a fresh green octopus salad. Do you ever make faces when you do this?
I stick my tongue out.
I find myself making faces. We are back at Table 13 at the Davenport Grand Hotel in Spokane, a restaurant where you can be social and share your plates.
We each got a salad, And then we shared the other pieces, and then we even shared a piece of chocolate raspberry cake.
Head chef Ian Wingate has created a small plate menu that celebrates local farmers and their produce.
Just have fun with it. Don't take it serious. Let the ingredients shine. Let the produce do its job.
Right.
I mean, the farmers do such a great job at growing it, and we don't want to do much to it. We just want to enjoy it the way it is.
Time to head to the Table 13 kitchen to work with some freshly delivered greens. I'm excited to be here, and you have a lot of beautiful fresh greens that we're going to be doing some
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I actually got these just from our local farmer this morning. And so we really want to showcase what our region has to offer. And we have great local farmers, so we're really showcasing the greens here.
Yeah, some of the stuff I don't recognize.
So what we have is here some baby arugula, we have some baby mizuna, some nasturtium leaves, we have some red and green oak leaf, red and green butter lettuce, some pink scarlet turnips.
Turnips. What is this? And can I touch
Rattlesnake.
it?
No, it's octopus.
Can I pick one up?
Absolutely. So what we did with this, we just kind of poached it in a corpillon with some herbs and oranges, lemons, limes.
It smells delicious. Okay. We prep our octopus for the grill with some olive oil, salt, and pepper. Then we start to make a vinaigrette for our greens.
So I'm going to have you squeeze a half a lime in there. Now a little bit of lemon juice.
Okay.
Perfect. You've done this before. I see that.
We finish it off by adding some honey, lemongrass, spices, green onions, and olive oil. Once we're done with our vinaigrette, it's time to put our octopus on the grill.
And then what we want to do is just rub a little oil on this lemon. We're just going to char that lemon real good.
So what kind of food do you really love to cook?
Tacos.
Nice.
I love preparing dishes that have a long process to them.
Do you?
So I really like braising and going through the process of cooking and stuff. The way we were taught to cook by our grandmothers.
While our octopus cooks on the grill, we start to assemble our salad. Then it's time for our homemade vinaigrette.
We'll toss these. And I'll let you plate yours. We're going to put the greens down.
No. You go first and I will follow.
Okay.
Ian starts off by putting down the greens, then our octopus, radishes, pickled fennel, grapefruit, and oranges.
I think yours is looking better than mine.
No, I don't think so.
So then we have some little bit of extra virgin olive oil aioli for our octopus to put in there. And then we have some parsley oil.
Do you ever make faces when you do this?
I stick my tongue out, actually.
I find myself making faces. We add our grilled lemon for the finishing touch. Voila!
And there's our
That
grilled
is beautiful.
Northwest octopus with our local greens.
Fresh greens. Gorgeous. Okay, so we get to try.
Absolutely. So you get the smokiness of the octopus, the citrus.
The greens, you kind of have a little bit of a bitter taste, but with the vinaigrette, it's sort of sweet. This is lovely. Thank you so much, Chef Ian.
Thank you.
I'm gonna mess up my plate here and eat some more. To get the recipe for Table 13's fresh green salad with octopus, head over to wagrown.com.
Iceberg, butterleaf, spinach, kale, field greens. With so many choices, it can be difficult to choose which variety of fresh greens to use for a simple salad or on a sandwich. This is a good problem to have, as variety is an important part of a healthy diet. For a long time, the all-American choice has been iceberg lettuce due to its crisp texture, mild flavor, and low cost. Recently, iceberg has been incorrectly labeled as having little to no nutritional value. Iceberg is in fact rich with sodium and calcium, two electrolytes that our body uses for numerous reasons, like maintaining our heart rate and nerve conduction. While the high water content of iceberg will help keep our body properly hydrated. Butterleaf is another lettuce variety that is prized for its buttery smooth texture and sweet flavor. This variety is a great source of vitamin A and beta carotene, which we need for a healthy immune system to maintain good vision and grow new cells. Butterleaf is also a good source of iron, a critically important mineral that our body uses to help transport oxygen in our blood. So when it comes to the many different types of fresh greens to choose from, mix things up to help ensure you get as many beneficial nutrients as possible.
Coming up, Val is at Taylor Farms to see how Washington veggies end up in grocery stores across the country.
Oh dear, oh dear.
And we'll be in the Second Harvest kitchen making a big salad with big flavor.
Hey, let's go! There are a wide variety of leafy greens out there and so many different ways to prepare them. Now, arugula just happens to be one of my personal favorites. Now, if you've never tried it before, there's no better place to start than here at the Bistro Box in Spokane, where they're using arugula to make an awesome pesto and then drizzling that over a Kobe beef slider. You don't have to ask me twice. Hey everyone, I'm here with Barb, the owner of the Bistro Box food truck here in Spokane. Tell me a little bit about the Bistro Box.
We specialize in American Kobe beef sliders.
Okay.
But we also do a lot of grilled sandwiches.
So what was the inspiration behind using arugula?
Well, arugula has that peppery, little bit bitter flavor. Adding the fresh arugula to it kind of gives it a two-toned flavor profile. They're really delicious together, as you will see.
As I will see. Wow. It's sharp, as I would expect arugula to be, but it's not overbearing.
Thank you.
Nice work.
Good way to get your greens in while having a burger.
It's kind of like cheating, isn't it?
Kind of.
Let's see what everybody else thinks. All right, so tell me, do you enjoy leafy greens?
Not usually.
Hey, you guys eating lettuces? You guys eating cabbages, kales, things like that?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah? No?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Rarely.
Rarely? What are some ways that you guys prepare leafy greens?
Mainly just by boiling them. That's
Oh, okay.
not very adventurous.
Well, have you ever had arugula before?
I haven't.
I've not even heard of it.
Really?
Yes.
I'm so glad that you're here today. Why don't you guys pick up one of these sliders, have a bite, and tell me what you think.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good, huh?
It's really good.
It's really good?
It's really good.
Really good?
It's really good. It tastes much better than I thought.
It's a stronger taste than I thought, but really nice mix with the meat, actually.
The combination of everything together is very good.
So now we got to start adding those into your diet.
Well, definitely, because lettuce usually doesn't taste like anything.
Right.
So that's a good taste.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Today I'm in Seattle at Taylor Farms with products that range from ready-to-eat salads to fresh-cut fruit and vegetables. Taylor Farms supplies some of the largest grocery chains in the U.S. My first stop is to meet with their food safety manager, Caroline.
So tell me a little bit more about what we're going to see today.
So we bring in all of our vegetables into the plant through here and take them, wash them, prep them, cut them to our customer specifications, and then we move them out onto the assembly line and we build different types of salads that are just pre-made, ready to eat for our customer.
Now, you all use a lot of Washington-grown products here. How does that make a difference?
It stays fresher in our facility, which ultimately increases our quality to the customer. It hasn't had to travel from Mexico or California. It's local right here, and it just opens the door for us to give our customer better product.
The first thing Caroline showed me is where they make their ready-to-eat salads. As I walked into the room, I couldn't help but notice how cold it was. Caroline said the temperature was between 34 and 36 degrees to keep the produce fresh.
Probably 95% of our jobs that we have and positions that we have here at Taylor Farms are in refrigerated areas. So
That's amazing.
From unloading the truck to storing it, to prepping it, to building it, it's all done in the cold.
As we walk over to the wrap station, Caroline challenges me to jump on the line and give it a try.
All right, so I'm going to wrap and keep the protein isolated.
Yep, separated, very
all right.
good.
And then, did she fold this over?
You can pull, yep, you
oh
can
dear.
pull it back.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
That's very good. These guys make it look really easy, don't they?
Oh my gosh.
It is about practice, it is about rhythm, and these guys do a phenomenal job.
Wow, what an honor. Thank you.
Since I quickly got kicked off the line, my next stop was to sit down with Steve Ish, president of Taylor Farms Northwest. With so many products and locations, I asked Steve what makes Washington special.
It means a lot to be in the state of Washington. It kind of all ties back into the homegrown side of things that we're able to do here. I know the retailers like to be able to say, hey, this product was grown locally.
So what are some of the most popular products that you all are known for?
Well, do a lot with wraps. We do some sandwiches from that standpoint.
You're going to take the one I made out, I hope.
No, actually, I understand you did a fantastic job. We may have had to chase you down the line a little bit, but my understanding is you did a super job.
Gosh.
The salads themselves, the individual salads, again, being on the deli side, that's really where a major focus of this facility is.
Steve said his favorite product is the fruit yogurt parfait. I had to try it out myself.
That works.
Very smooth, huh?
Mm-hmm. Very smooth. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
I'm here with my friend Sean O'Brien. He's the sous chef at the Blackbird here in Spokane. And we get to hang out in the kitchen at Second Harvest Food Bank today and do some fun things with some beautiful looking greens that we have.
Absolutely.
Here. Yeah.
Greens are the name of the game today.
Okay, I like that. Have you ever been in the Second Harvest
I
kitchen
actually
before?
have not.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? So it's a teaching
just
kitchen.
walking through here is very cool.
Yeah, teaching kitchen connected to the warehouse where they have all of the food that's distributed to food banks all throughout the region. And you teach too, right? Some
I
cooking
do.
classes?
Yes, I'm a mentor at North Central High School.
That's cool. How do they respond to
They love
cooking?
it. They're awesome. Yeah.
So what are we going to make today?
So we're gonna make a tomato salad using a ton of local greens. Kale. We have some arugula. We have some pea shoots. We have some mosh. The greens are the focal point, but obviously the tomatoes and everything alongside with the vinaigrette and the ranch is gonna make it all come together.
So this is a 2 salad dressing salad.
It is.
I like it.
The first step for our salad is to prep our tomatoes to be cured. We slice them and toss them in canola oil with some salt and pepper.
And what we're gonna do from here is roast them. We just wanna get kind of a slight brown on them. And then once we pull them out, that's where this olive oil comes in and we cure them in the olive oil. So they basically sit there and absorb all those flavors.
Now that we've taken care of our tomatoes, we can start to make our salad dressings.
So let's start with the lemon vinaigrette.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with the lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
That can go right in there. And then we've got some Dijon mustard here. And this recipe is super, super simple. We're not doing anything crazy. It's just basically just getting these ingredients in there and making it happen. And then we've got some granulated garlic.
Okay, everyone has that and they're covered
Some granulated onion.
Onion.
A little bit of pepper. And a little bit of salt. And then what we're gonna do, so if you wanna start whisking, kind of incorporate that mustard in there. We're gonna work as a team here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna slowly add this oil. If you don't slowly add it, it's gonna end up breaking and you're gonna get a broken vinaigrette.
How's my whisking?
You're doing amazing.
Once our lemon vinaigrette is finished, we move on to making a ranch dressing.
We're gonna do cream cheese.
All of this?
Yep.
Okay.
And then we're gonna take this ranch here. So this is gonna be that thick, fatty, creamy part to the salad, which is gonna be amazing.
Awesome.
So we've got that, and then we're gonna do garlic again, and onion again, and then some salt, and some pepper. And then this is where the mussels come in.
Yeah, let you do that. And so this is kind of adding to ranch and just making it
Exactly.
better.
Yes, yes. It's basically taking one ranch and making
Another ranch.
another ranch. Yes.
Once our ranch dressing is ready and our tomatoes have been cured, it's time to put it all together. We put all of our greens in a bowl and toss them with our lemon vinaigrette.
Now here I see you have some of the cured tomatoes sitting out. So we took the roasted tomatoes. Olive
So we
oil,
took
or?
the olive oil and soaked them.
Soaked
So they can soak for days and days. It's almost
Okay.
like pickling something.
Yeah.
The more they soak, the better flavor.
I can't wait to try them.
And then we are going to start
is our
plating this.
finished
So this is our
ranch,
ranch
double
dressing
ranch.
that we made. We're gonna, double ranch.
Double ranch.
So we're just gonna smack that down and kind of smear it across the board.
Fun. This is my kind of salad.
And then we'll start with our greens. So if you're doing like a dinner party or something at home, you want to make sure that they can see that there's something underneath there.
This is a substantial salad.
It's a good size.
Yeah.
Sean tops our salad with our cured tomatoes, breadcrumbs, and cheese curds.
Voila. So now we get to try.
do.
Which one should we dig into? What do you think?
Which one has more cheese on it? Let's see here. Let's both go for this one.
We'll both go for this one. I'm just gonna get a little bit. Oh man. Oh, this is so good. This is a meal in itself for sure.
It is. Oh yeah.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
That was really fun.
Thank you.
To get the recipe for the Blackbird's cured tomato garden salad, head over to wagrown.com.
From lettuce to arugula, from simple to gourmet, eating and cooking with fresh greens is a very easy way to get your veggies in. That's it for this episode of Washington Grown. Thanks for watching.